And so he walked straight to my table. I stood up, and it was like a little stare down match on some
wow.
And I won. And then he just pointed to the old girl like, yo, get this dude. It was the 2 ways then. Remember the 2 ways? Anybody with me? 2 ways.
Yeah, I had a 2-way.
Stay with me. He's like, yo, you get this dude my 2-way number. Well, I didn't call him the next day because I'm busy.
Yeah, what a game.
Well, I wasn't busy. But you don't know. Don't nobody know. You don't know. You know. So, long story short, I remember, I was like, I waited. Next thing you know, Club New York happened. I'm like, dang, I done waited.
We already expected that Diddy's former assistants would reveal major details during his trial. But there's one ex-assistant that everyone's especially interested in. I like to think of him as the unpredictable one Fonzworth Bentley. He's the same guy who used to walk behind Diddy, holding a huge umbrella over him.
What did you hear about Puff? And everybody got a story.
Yeah.
But it ain't official until you see the guy with the umbrella.
Fonzworth Bentley.
Fonzworth.
I know Fonzworth.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody else can say what they want. If Fonzworth come walking in to court with the umbrella, and he's twirling it, and whatever comes out of his mouth,
yeah,
you know it's true.
If there's anyone who saw almost everything that went down around Diddy, including what might have happened to Kim Porter, it's Bentley. And if the talk going around is true, he's already spilling everything, talking nonstop while spinning that umbrella of his.
Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carry the man umbrella. You was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his bitch. He talked to Harv like his bitch. He talked to D-Dot like his bitch. He talked to all them niggas like they his bitches. And now that I learned that they really were his bitches, that's why I got so much respect for Gene. Because a lot of them niggas is scared to do it.
But here's where it gets more complicated. Bentley's name came up in a recent lawsuit as one of the people who allegedly saw Diddy with 2 underage girls, aged 13 and 14. So now the big question is, what exactly was Bentley doing alongside Diddy? Was he just a bystander, or was he helping cover things up? That's what people are trying to figure out. So far, a few of Diddy's former personal assistants have taken the stand. They told the jury that working for him meant ignoring, disturbing things while keeping his entire life perfectly managed. They had to make sure even his toiletries were lined up just right, and his hotel rooms always had applesauce, Jell-O, and Fiji water ready. They said that even on decent days, the money wasn't great, the hours were crazy, and work weeks could reach up to 100 hours. But on the worst days, they were pulled into total chaos and illegal activity. One former assistant, David James, shared a story about driving Diddy to what almost became an armed fight with record executive Suge Knight. He thought he might not survive that night, just sitting in the car outside a 24-hour diner in L.A. Another assistant talked about an incident in 2015. He remembered hearing Cassie Ventura, Diddy's longtime girlfriend, screaming inside the bedroom of Diddy's private jet with glass breaking in the background. Capricorn Clark also gave her testimony. She said that back in 2011, she was forced to travel with Diddy to Kid Cudi's house, where Diddy and a security guard went inside and then quickly ran out. But the one person everyone really wants to hear from is Bentley, because out of all the assistants, he seemed to go through the most visible stress while working for Diddy.
Different thing coming from Atlanta and just being, just a regular humble guy. So I was like, okay, I get it. And then I started to realize I know a lot of these guys, but they don't know who I am and they don't know what I do. I could be anything.
I'm anybody.
A designer or a philosopher. I'm walking around with bow ties.
The feds.
The feds. Like I'm anything, like you said.
Let's not forget, Bentley was also named in another lawsuit where a man named Randy Pittman accused both him and Diddy of SA. According to the court documents, Randy had been working with a local talent agency when Bentley approached him about potential work related to Sean John, the fashion brand Diddy launched back in 1998. Randy said he was told he'd be helping find new talent for future campaigns and events. As part of that job, he was asked to bring people along, including to girls who weren't even of legal age, to an event that seemed to be fashion-related. What happened next, according to the lawsuit, turned into a nightmare. Randy claimed that both Diddy and Bentley gave him and the girls alcohol and pills, then pressured them into non-consensual acts using threats and manipulation. He says they were all subjected to abuse at that party, which left deep emotional scars. So now the question is, was Bentley also a victim in Diddy's world? Or was he working alongside him on purpose? Is this why he vanished so suddenly? Because this story keeps getting darker. For some background, Diddy and Bentley first met at a soul food restaurant around the time of Diddy's 1999 trial. Bentley once said they had a long stare-off when They first met, around then, Diddy was in the middle of changing his name from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy, trying to start over after his legal issues. Bentley had apparently been sending Diddy Bible verses to encourage him through that time. Not long after Diddy got through his legal mess, Bentley, who was managing a restaurant in New York, sent him a message saying, "Please don't make me go back to my hater boss." According to Bentley, that message got Diddy's attention and he was hired as his assistant and valet. Bentley later told the New York Times that Diddy once waved his hands in his face and said, "Your life has just changed. Are you ready?" After that, he was seen in St. Tropez with Diddy, carrying an umbrella everywhere and becoming a major presence in Diddy's daily life. Bentley wasn't just the umbrella guy, he was rumored to be involved in Diddy's personal life, even allegedly as his partner. He went everywhere with him and seemed to be the one Diddy trusted the most. Then, without warning, he vanished in. That happened right after talk started going around that Diddy was forcing Bentley to be more than just a PA. Before disappearing, Bentley tried to make a name for himself. In the early 2000s, he showed up on the band's 2002 album Too Hot for TV, and the following year, he featured on Outkast's Speakerbox, The Love Below, skit Good Day Good Sir. He even appeared in Kanye West's 2004 music video for the new workout plan. Bentley also worked as a songwriter and is credited on multiple songs on Kanye's Yeezus album. In 2008, he appeared in the Yes We Can music video supporting Barack Obama's campaign. He even had small roles in films like Honey, Fat Albert, and Think Like a Man Too. By the mid-2010s, he had become known as a songwriter, actor, producer, and businessman. It really looked like his career was on the rise. Then, he quietly left the spotlight. He moved to Atlanta, got married, and had 2 kids. Now, he presents himself as a family man, but people still whisper about what he went through as Diddy's assistant. And many are waiting for him to testify like the others. And honestly, after hearing what other assistants have said, none of it is shocking anymore. In Cassie's lawsuit, she mentioned that Diddy's freak-offs included costumes, masks, lingerie, and took place in fancy hotels in his homes. The assistants were the ones who set everything up, from preparing the hotel suites with baby oil and lights, to delivering gifts after each incident. Cassie also claimed that after one of those nights, Diddy's assistant and head of security saw her and broke down in tears. Lil Rod backed this up in his lawsuit too, saying Diddy's staff, including assistants, butlers, chefs, and cleaners, had to carry pouches filled with substances for him at all times, ready to hand over whenever he asked. It's clear the assistant went through a lot. Capricorn Clark, for example, said Diddy once got violent with her just because she didn't warn him that Cassie had run off with Kid Cudi, and apparently, it was someone from Interscope who paid her to settle things and keep Diddy out of jail.
He had an assistant by the name of Capricorn. He felt Capricorn, Cap was keeping his low about if she was messing with Cudi or not. Puffy shit out that. Not only did he shit out of her, it was an Interscope person, the Interscope check that paid her to settle.
After Cassie filed her lawsuit, Capricorn was one of the first to respond with a cryptic post. She shared a Bible verse from Proverbs 4:14. Don't take the path of the wicked. Don't follow those who do evil. Stay away from that path. Don't even go near it. Turn around and go the other way. Alongside that, she wrote that even if the doors are open, people should be strong enough to walk away from money. She said that 2011 was a nightmare. Her post included an old black and white photo of herself wearing sunglasses and bangs, and another image that read, "They going to cross you for somebody who going to cross them?" On top of that, she tweeted, something that seemed to call Diddy the devil. She said, "Black women end up being the sacrifice for the effed up last 11 years of my life. I've had to deal with everyone's loyalty to the devil. I pray that ends. I don't think highly of any of you. Can't keep your head down and pretend it's cool no more. Do better." She also posted a message honoring Kim Porter, saying, "They will skin you and wear you, baby girl, then pretend they never wanted the skin." Kim was the only person who didn't switch up, the only one in dark times. "I'm personally much triggered. I pray it's over. I never deserved this. Stop." Now, about Kim Porter, that's reportedly one of the things Bentley wants to speak up about. After Cassie made her claims public, Bentley dropped a quote from Jay-Z's Grammy Global Impact award speech, "When I get nervous, I tell the truth." He added his own caption saying, "Might delete later, but I'ma just sit this here." From what's being said, Bentley may be holding on to something major, especially about what Kim went through. Maybe prosecutors are keeping him for last, knowing he might deliver the final blow. Or maybe, if everything checks out, he's going down with Diddy too because of his own alleged role. Either way, this story keeps getting heavier. Let me know. In the comments, do you think Bentley is innocent? Or was he part of everything too?